What if I told you that just 3,000 words, that's it, just 3,000, could unlock 95% of all spoken English? And what if I told you that most people are learning English completely wrong, wasting thousands of dollars and years of their lives on methods that barely work? I'm about to show you a secret that language schools don't want you to know. A method so powerful that 15 minutes of what I'm about to teach you equals an entire hour of traditional classroom learning. But first, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why children learn languages effortlessly while adults struggle for years? There's a scientific reason for this. And once you understand it, everything changes. But before I reveal this game-changing secret, I need to show you exactly what's been holding you back. Look around any language school. And what do you see? Students memorizing vocabulary lists, conjugating verbs on whiteboards, and sitting through grammar explanations that put them to sleep. I used to think this was normal too. I spent 3 years in traditional English classes. And you know what I had to show for it? Hundreds of pages of notes, a lighter wallet, and the ability to say, "Hello, my name is," in perfect grammar while completely freezing up in real conversations. Sound familiar? But here's what nobody tells you about traditional learning methods. You know what's crazy? Right now, as I'm making this coffee, I'm using dozens of English words without thinking about their grammar rules. Pour, hot, steam, careful. My brain isn't translating these from another language. I'm thinking directly in English. And that's exactly what we need to figure out. How do you get your brain to think directly in English instead of constantly translating? The answer lies in something called comprehensible input. Now, I know that sounds technical, but stick with me because this is about to blow your mind. Comprehensible input is how you learned your first language as a child. Nobody sat you down with grammar books. Nobody made you memorize verb conjugations. Instead, you heard language in context, with visuals, with emotions, with real meaning attached to it. Let me show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to teach you English right now using comprehensible input. And I guarantee you'll understand me even if you're a complete beginner. Hello, guys. Let's go outside. Outside. This is a door. I'm opening the door. These are my shoes. Look, this is a dog. This is a dog. An animal. The dog's color is beige. So now we're outside. This grass has been cut. This grass has not been cut. You can see the difference. This grass is taller. It's taller. And it has not been cut. This grass is shorter. It's shorter. So it has been cut. Now these are trees. These are lemons. And this is a car. There is someone inside of the car. You see? Inside. You could also call this a pond. It's a pond of water. Now, here's the incredible part. Even if you didn't understand every single word I just said, your brain was learning. You were making connections. You were starting to think in English without even realizing it. But wait, it gets even better. What I just showed you solves not just one problem, but 5 major problems that traditional methods can't touch. And the 5th one, it's the most important skill that no classroom can teach you. And it's the difference between sounding like a textbook and sounding like a native speaker. Let me break this down for you. The 5 benefits. First, vocabulary. You're not memorizing isolated words from lists. You're learning words with context, with emotion, with visual connections. Your brain creates rich networks of meaning instead of fragile memorizations that disappear overnight. Second, pronunciation. You're hearing natural rhythm, intonation, and flow, not the artificial pronunciation from textbook recordings, but real, living language. Third, listening comprehension. This is huge. You're training your ear to catch natural speech patterns, not just perfect, slow dictation exercises. Fourth, grammar and sentence structure. Here's the beautiful part. You're absorbing grammar naturally, the way children do. Your brain is recognizing patterns without the headache of conscious rule memorization. But the 5th benefit? This is the game changer. You start thinking in English, not translating from your native language, but actually thinking your thoughts in English. This is what separates intermediate learners from truly fluent speakers. Now, I have to ask you something. And I want you to really think about this. When you speak English, are you thinking in English? Or are you constantly translating in your head? If you're translating, you'll always have that delay, that hesitation, that robotic sound. But when you think directly in English, you become fluent. You become natural. You become confident. And here's the best part about comprehensible input. It's actually fun. No more boring textbooks. No more falling asleep in grammar lessons. No more feeling like you're doing homework. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria came to me after 5 years of traditional English classes. 5 years. She could write perfect essays. She knew every grammar rule in the book, but put her in a conversation with a native speaker and she would freeze. How do you say? The weather is, you know this feeling, right? After just 3 months of comprehensible input learning, something incredible happened. Maria started dreaming in English. She caught herself thinking in English while grocery shopping. When someone asked her a question, she responded instantly, naturally, fluently. That's the power of learning the way your brain is designed to learn. But here's what I realized. Making these videos is just the beginning. If you really want to master these 3,000 words, if you really want to become fluent, you need a system. Because, let's be honest, watching one video isn't going to make you fluent, just like eating one healthy meal won't make you fit. You need a plan. So here's exactly what you need to do. And I'm going to make this as simple as possible because complicated systems don't work. Step 1. Watch comprehensible input videos like mine. But don't just watch passively. As you're watching, practice shadowing. Repeat what I'm saying. Practice your pronunciation. Pay attention to sentence structure. Let your brain absorb the patterns naturally. Like this. This is a door. I am opening the door. Don't worry about perfect pronunciation at first. Just let your mouth get used to the sounds and rhythms of English. Step 2. Reinforce your learning. I've created a special ChatGPT prompt just for you. It's in the description below. This is where the magic happens. After watching the video, you paste this prompt into ChatGPT, and it becomes your personal English tutor. It gives you definitions, examples in past, present, and future tense, quizzes to test your understanding, and it's completely customizable. Want simpler explanations? Just ask. Want it explained in your native language? Just ask. Want more challenging examples? Just ask. And here's the beautiful part. It's available 24/7. No scheduling. No expensive hourly rates. No traveling to language schools. Step 3. Long-term memory. If you want to remember these words months and years from now, especially if you don't get to practice English regularly, use an SRS software like Anki. But honestly, even if you skip this step, just following steps 1 and 2 will transform your English. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. And I get it. You've probably tried other methods before and been disappointed. But here's something that will blow your mind. Research from the University of Southern California shows that comprehensible input is 4 times more effective than traditional classroom learning. 4 times. That means my 15-minute vlog gives you the same learning as 1 full hour of classroom instruction. And it's completely free. Think about it. How much are you currently spending on English lessons? How many hours are you sitting in classrooms? How much time are you wasting on methods that barely work? What if you could cut all of that and actually learn faster? Picture this. 6 months from now, you're in a coffee shop in London, New York, or Sydney. A local strikes up a conversation with you. Instead of panic, instead of fumbling for words, instead of that awful feeling of knowing what you want to say but not being able to say it, you respond naturally, confidently, fluently. You're not translating in your head. You're not searching for words. You're just talking. Like you do in your native language. That person you're talking to, they have no idea English isn't your first language. That's the power of thinking in English instead of translating to English. I know what it feels like to be trapped behind a language barrier. I know the frustration of having brilliant thoughts in your head but not being able to express them. I know the embarrassment of making mistakes, the fear of sounding stupid, the isolation of not being able to truly connect with people. But I also know what it feels like on the other side. I know the joy of finally expressing yourself exactly the way you want to. I know the confidence that comes with fluency. I know the doors that open, the opportunities that appear, the connections you can make. And I want that for you. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm sharing this method that transformed my own language learning journey. So, here's what I need you to do. Right now, don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until you have more time. First, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. I'm releasing new comprehensible input videos every week, each one designed to teach you these crucial 3,000 words in the most natural, engaging way possible. Share this video with someone who's also learning English. Learning is better when you're not doing it alone. In the comments below, I want you to write one word in English that you learned or reinforced from this video. Just one word. Let's build a community of learners supporting each other. You know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you about something. Making these videos takes a lot of work. The filming, the editing, the planning. It would be much easier for me to just create another boring grammar course and charge money for it. But I do this for free because I believe in this method. I believe in you. And I know that if you stick with this approach, you will become fluent. Whether you're a complete beginner who knows just a few words, an intermediate learner who gets stuck in conversations, or an advanced student who wants to sound more natural, this method will take you to the next level. You don't need expensive courses. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country. You just need to commit to this process and trust that your brain knows how to learn language naturally. 6 months from now, I want you to come back to this video and leave a comment telling me about your English breakthrough moment. Tell me about the first time you realized you were thinking in English. Tell me about the conversation where you felt truly fluent. Because that moment is coming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Every video you watch, every word you learn, every pattern your brain absorbs, it's all building toward that breakthrough moment. And remember, fluency isn't a destination, it's a journey. Some days will be harder than others. Some words will stick immediately. Others will take time. That's normal. That's human. That's how language learning works. But if you stick with this method, if you trust the process, if you keep showing up, you will get there. You will be fluent one day. You just have to keep trying and never give up. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue building your English fluency one comprehensible input session at a time. Until then, keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, your English breakthrough is closer than you think.